Yeah.
So first, what really was the Vietnam War? Well, the Vietnam War was a war against communism with two sides of Vietnam fighting each other, the North and the South. North Vietnam had allies such as the Viet Cong, Pathet Lao, Khmer Rouge, Grunk, China, the Soviet Union, and North Korea. The South had the United States, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, Laos, Cambodia, the Khmer Republic, Thailand, and the Philippines. It lasted from November 1st, 1955 to April 30, 1975. Basically, North Vietnam wanted to unite the country under one communist regime, but the South didn't want this to happen. The US intervened under the fear that if the North were to capture the South, communism would spread. Because, that's just what the US does. Second, why did the US invade the war? We already know that they were afraid of communism spreading, which was an unintelligent reason considering the result where not much happened. Like Victor Davis Hanson from Prager University said,
Yet historical appraisals might have been much different had the Vietnam War followed the pattern of the Korean War, which the United States fought for almost identical reasons, the defense of freedom in Asia.
For elaboration, in the Korean War, America helped save South Korea at the last second and stayed there to ensure that South Korea stayed strong. However, that didn't happen for South Vietnam, as America left soon after the Paris peace talks in 1973, which talked about having two different nations, North Vietnam and South Vietnam. Initially, North Vietnam agreed, but after the US left, there was nobody to enforce the agreement, leaving South Vietnam to fend for themselves and losing to communism in 1975. And it's not like the US did everything 100% right when they were in Asia. In the book called One Broken Glass Floats by Chanra Him, the author went through Operation Kulong SD906. As she says, on April 20, 1970, in an attempt to decapitate the Viet Cong troops operating in the border sanctuaries of Cambodia, forces from the United States and South Vietnam launched a massive drive into Cambodia, making Cambodia a stage for war. Early on, US leaders denied involvement until finally the American public demanded the truth. The US did do a lot to help South Vietnam though. They spent $168, which amounts to $1 trillion today, to help save Vietnam, and since President Lyndon Johnson refused to raise taxes during the war, a large inflation happened. 58,220 Americans died in the Vietnam War as well, leading to a downfall in military morale and a weakening in US's commitment to internationalism. How did each side see the war? Well, the South thought the Viet Cong is full of communists, so we shouldn't be led by them. This is true since the majority of Viet Cong is run by communists. Even the leader Ho Chi Minh was a communist. However, the North thought the South is teaming up with the US, who are just a bunch of colonialists. This showed one of the worst reasons the war started, misunderstanding. The US was just there to defend South Vietnam from the North, not because they had any intentions of colonializing the country. This led to years of agonizing war and has led many people to think, what's the point? There are many refugees that are in America, including my parents and grandparents. My mother and father are both refugees, with my dad leaving when he was a child and my mom leaving when she was a teenager. There are also so many other people out there that have survived, including Chanra Him, the author of One Broken Glass Floats, and Tan Ha Lai, the author of Inside Out and Back Again. The simple reality is that it was hard. In Inside Out and Back Again, the main character, Ha, had to travel to America by an overcrowded boat. My mother had to do the same thing, becoming a boat person with her mother and my grandmother, or Ba. They were caught, with my mother being separated from Ba and having to navigate the streets of a new country alone. There, the struggles didn't stop because they had to go through camps and customs and then find a sponsor. For my family, this part was easy because Ong, my grandfather, was already in the US and could get my mom out. However, Ha's family had to rely on the kindness of a stranger to get out. And the adventure still isn't done for Ha, as she was bullied the moment she came to her new school, just because she was Asian. All in all, the Vietnam War was a huge disaster for Vietnam inhabitants, and what makes it even more frustrating is the fact that the whole entire war is viewed as a waste, even though in some way it is. Although the cause behind the war may be pointless, it just doesn't make sense to view the whole war without reason, as the fact is, it's a fight for independence. Hello there, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed, because I'm never doing this again. Okay, bye.